Hello, beautiful people. It's Trina, scent gourmand and bag hag, and today we're talking about a bag. I am so excited for this one. I've had it for a while. The first time I used it, I broke it. We'll get into that later. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with the fact that prices have gone through the roof of recent years, I should say, with designer or luxury high-end designer brands. I am priced out, even in the secondhand market. These upper end echelon of bags like Loewe, Chanel, Prada, Hermes. Hermes has always been out there, but I'm just not looking there anymore. I've got my fix of, I had some Chanel pieces. I still have some Louis Vuittons. I have all of them that I've ever had. Actually, I love them. But I don't see them becoming, even in the secondhand market, something that I want to spend money on. Not that kind of money. Sorry, I'm priced out. So of course now I'm looking into resale market for the second tier and a little bit newer brands. There's a lot of them out there. Maybe I'll list a few on the side here that I'm really into at the moment, just checking out. The quality is pretty good with these, at least for the ones that I've checked. I haven't checked all of them, but I'm really interested in these. And one of them is Aspinal of London. And I finally found a second-hand item that was priced basically at a sixth of a sale price of retail. It was really cheap. And of course, the first time I wore it, I broke it. Here it is. It's now fixed. It's just a little camera bag. Camera bags are, I've mentioned this before, my favorite design for a bag because they're very compact and small, yet you can fit usually quite a lot in them. So this is a really mini bag, and I've said this many times before, I'm not buying any more mini bags. But this one actually does hold a fair bit. The only minus point is you do have to Tetris it in. And it's silver. I know I was on this silver spree, and I ended up getting a while back, and I talked about it on my channel. I'll link it somewhere. This little vegan leather bag, which I adore. So I kind of got two bags that are silver, so there's a bit of redundancy there, but they're very different bags, and this one actually holds a lot more. But I don't know, I might end up selling this one. I knew I was gonna not keep this one forever anyway, because as soon as I got it, it already started, silver sprays just are not good quality. So yeah, although this one I'm extremely impressed with. It is, as I had heard, very nice quality. The leather strap is so supple and flexible, and I don't think the silver is going to come off this very easily. We'll see over time, of course, but for now, I'm just loving this little thing. And so when I got it, the thing that broke was this little piece here. The leather had snapped off. So it's only until recently been in the shop, my leather worker, and I paid more to get it fixed than I did for the bag. That I don't think I underpaid for the worker or overpaid. It was a fair price. And so he did both sides, and it does look a little bit handcrafted, shall we say, and not like in the shop. But excellent job in matching the tone of this. And of course, as you can see from the chain here, the chain was not included. This part here was straight attached to this D-ring, but of course I'm tall and big, and I like my bags to hang around my hip area crossbody, so I added this very lightweight aluminum chain, and these are just keyring holders on both ends. I think it looks fine. You wouldn't know if you didn't know the bag that this is handmade or a hack job. Let me show you first what's inside and what it holds. Okay, so let's see what I can squish in this bag. It is a bit Tetris-y, so if you want a free and fast access to a bag, perhaps this is not the one for you, unless you carry really very few items. So I've got my sunglasses in here. I've got my scratched up Ferragamo wallet. Is that in focus? Sort of. Okay. I love this little guy, accordion style. It's great. Got it for $20 secondhand. Great job. I've got my earphones. I've got a little coin case. I've got my ink can for signing documents. Need that every day almost in Japan. I've got a USB stick that I have floating around here. Usually it's in a little mini bag, but for some reason it's like this. I always carry some stevia or sweetener because I like to get coffee on the go at the convenience store, or even sometimes Starbucks if I'm feeling luxy, or even just in my office if I've run out of stuff in the office itself. I have a vape stick, and I have one of these Kaja brand lip bombs. This was on sale for 300 yen in Don Quixote. It's my second time getting it. It's really good. I have my bank book. Always carry that with me when I know I'm going to be doing banking at least. Got a pen. And then I'm carrying some cash here. It does on the inside have some slots if you want to carry cards directly to free up more space inside. There's also another pocket here. What do I got here? A receipt of some sort from the bank. And it also has a back pocket. So if you're a commuter, then you could put your commuter pass there, or even your credit card if you needed to. But it's a pretty good daily bag. This reminds me a lot of the Snapshot bag from Marc Jacobs, but it carries a lot more. But it's equally compact and cute, and it does have a longer and, in my opinion, better strap than those really fancy guitar straps that do stand out quite a bit and dig into your shoulders, if I'm honest. So there you go. So some things I really like about this bag is the adjustability, although I've got it set up now in a length that I really like and I'm probably not going to mess with. But you know, you could adjust the straps, make them shorter if you're a shorter person, and you could even put a completely different strap on it if that's your liking. Maybe like one of the Marc Jacobs bags, right? One of their guitar straps. I also like the color. I love silver. I think it's like a neutral, goes with a lot. I do wear gold. I don't like to mix metals, but most of the time I do wear silver. So it's kind of practical. I also have some silver loafers and it goes great. And so does this other bag here, of course. And what else do I like about it? I mentioned the size and the compactness, and kind of the pseudo, what's it called? It's got structure and yet it's still a little bit malleable, you know? Yeah, it's a great little bag. I'm enjoying using it a lot. I'm glad to have this in my collection. I've gotten rid of a lot of bags recently. I don't know if I should do a video on that, but for example, my Snapshot is gone, and my Prada and a few others. Basically, I'm always having one in and one out, so I'm not getting too many bags. If I'm not using them, I'm not going to keep them. There's no point, unless they're fancier bags that I feel like if I wait a little while, I might be able to sell them, as is the case with some Louis Vuitton, which I'm not using. I get it with Louis Vuitton bags, the bigger ones, I go through phases where I use them a lot and I don't use them at all. It really just depends. But this little guy here, I find I'm using it quite a bit. I find you can always tell something is premier quality in bags when it comes to the dust bag. This is quite lovely. It's got this, I don't know, bungee type cord. Nice logo on the front and very soft material for a dust bag. I use my dust bags more to stuff the bags than to protect them because I'm using them and I don't want to, if I put them in the bag, I tend not to use them. They go in the back of the closet, you know? But I appreciate that attention to detail when you're paying a lot of money for a bag. And these bags, like this particular one, you can't get this particular model anymore, but they do sell the same bag, but it's got a V shape on it now, and I'll put some information about that on the screen here. I'll give you a few shots of different colors that they now have. I don't think there's a silver or gold one anymore, but it's essentially like just an updated version of the original design. Aspinal of London is a British heritage brand, and I'll read from their website here. They define timeless and refined English elegance through their collections of exquisitely crafted leather goods of the finest quality. The brand was created in 2001 by entrepreneur Ian Burton, very British name, with a vision to create an elegant heritage brand using the best of British craftsmanship, luxury materials, bold use of color, and contemporary design that have all combined to create the Aspinal brand, loved by its customers around the world. And certainly the website that I'm looking at automatically defaults to the Japanese site, so the prices are in Japanese yen. And currently the updated model of the camera bag from Aspinal of London retails for just under 70,000 yen. So it's still a little pricey for me. I wouldn't pay that retail. It's just not within my budget. But for others it might be, and certainly secondhand for me it definitely was. So there you go. That is my Aspinal of London camera bag, the old model in a silver leather. I'd say this is an excellent quality bag. I know that I mentioned it was broken, but I think this bag was well worn by the person who had it before me. It does take effort to get through these leather straps, and probably the first time I used it, it was probably on the brink when the person sold it, and that's why I got it at such a good price. So I'm very pleased with this bag. I'm going to enjoy using it and might eventually have to say goodbye to this one because this is better for sure. Okay, my lovelies, that is it for today. I will probably talk to you about fragrance in the next video, so we'll see you soon. Bye, Nana. Mwah.